Bing bong! High heels were originally made for men. Carrie, just what in the hell are you talking about? Listen, to understand the origin of the high heel, we need to go back to 10th century Persia. Now, these dudes had a very specific problem they were trying to solve when they invented the high heel. Namely, that when you are a cavalryman and you stand up to use your weapon, your spear or your bow and arrow, while you're galloping, your feet fall out of the stirrups. And so, these Persian cavalrymen came up with a special boot with a longer heel that hooked into the stirrup and locked your foot into place. Wow, fashion, wow. The shoes prove incredibly useful and so begin to be widely adopted by Persian warriors as part of the uniform. Now, fast forward to 1599 when the Persian Shah sends a bunch of diplomats all over Europe to build alliances against the Ottoman Empire. The Europeans see these fancy high-heeled shoes and go, slay! Okay, they obviously not slay, but they love the shoes. And suddenly, every aristocratic man in Europe wants a pair of these shoes because they scream, I'm powerful, I'm dangerous, I might be a warrior, I own a horse. And they become an enormous status symbol. And the impracticality of the shoes kind of plays into this as well, because if you are a man that can afford to stand around all day in a pair of impractical shoes, well, then you must be rich. And if you don't own a pair of high heels, well, then you must be poor. And no one was richer or loved high heels more than your boy Louis XIV. That's right, everybody's favorite French king was also a short king. He was about 5'3" and he would wear these bright red 4-inch heels everywhere he went. He even issued a royal edict saying that only people who were in his personal favor were allowed to wear the heels. So the idea is you could look around the court at Versailles and see who currently enjoyed the favor of the king. And finally, we roll into the 18th century. The Enlightenment is in full swing and people are kind of deciding that high heels are irrational, a little bit frivolous, maybe even feminine. So sadly, men decided to stop wearing high heels, but women who had already started to borrow from men's fashion very recently continued to wear them. And things only got more Louboutin from there. The heels got higher, thinner, until we eventually arrive at the kind of stuff that we're doing today. I believe it was the immortal philosopher Carrie who said, "These expensive, these is red bottoms, these are bloody shoes."